How much oil's in this thing?
I don't know.
Did you oil that?
I don't know. Yeah, I may be guilty of that, but
Not this one, right?
Not that
This is not one of Harry's culprits.
yeah.
The oil's pouring out. Looks like the Exxon Valdez.
Oh God. Yeah, like an oil spill in
Right.
the Gulf of Mexico.
Keeping your gun lubed is great, and that's the key, man. Keep it wet. I get it. I'm not arguing that, but
Don't keep it.
don't keep it so wet that like I can run my car off of it.
Shit. So what were we talking about before we had the intermission?
I don't remember. That's always the fun part is the fact that I don't remember. We're talking about something about
Cops.
it was probably a good time to have an intermission.
Oh yeah, I remember. Cops with 55 round drums.
Yeah, that's what you were saying right before you walked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, also, I apologize to anyone who's watching this video. We're somehow, for some reason, doing this video during our operating hours at a store over at Access Weapons. So,
Because why wouldn't we do it during operating hours?
Yeah.
It's so much more fun this way.
yeah. Really, what we should do is run the security cam footage when we step out here, and I'll just keep the audio on.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't do that. That catches all the conversations, bro.
Yeah.
You really want the ACF coming to the door, huh?
Oh yeah.
What are they talking about?
Oh, it's
Especially when Ed's here.
Yeah.
Good old Ed.
We will be doing 15 minutes with Ed in the future, and you'll love him.
Oh, he's a character.
No, we didn't do. I'm sitting here thinking about this. No one knows who you guys are.
Oh yeah.
Like at all.
Well, I can always do this in post production. Let's see, 1 minute 45 something mark. Stuart, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself once the 2 minute mark comes in, which is about 8 seconds?
Okay.
All right.
Second.
Good.
Hi, Stuart, Knox Weapons, owner, partner, gunsmith.
Oh, hi, my name is Harrison. I'm one of the proprietors of Knox Weapons. I'm an owner, and somehow I am a gunsmith. So, welcome to our YouTube channel. We also have Nate here. He is currently working on AR. You can see this by this big black GoPro thing, which we'll be showing on the video as well, probably in about like 5 seconds. So he'll give a rundown, probably have him talk in post so that he can show what exactly he's doing. We will probably most likely be doing a lot of gunsmithing while talking, so you guys get to experience the joys of us dropping every little pin, losing every little detent spring, or complaining mostly. It's going to be a lot of complaining. I hope you guys are ready for a lot of complaining, because this is the channel for that.
This is what we do.
Yeah, this is what we do for a living, besides selling guns.
And
complain
Harry
all the time?
overoiling weapons.
And also YouTube. We're not advertising selling guns on YouTube. Please don't instantly demonetize us, which I already know you guys are going to do anyway.
We're gonna get shadow banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, when he said that, the shadow ban, maybe we'll get a sponsor with Raid Shadow Legends.
Shadow Systems. Listen,
Yeah.
we love you guys.
Right? Yeah, I have no problem like running some shadow system stuff, dude. That's
No.
bougie Glock, man.
Yeah.
Details, bro.
We should
Oh, shit,
do.
you found a decent spring?
Well, kind of.
We should
I
do.
procured one.
We should do the wall of bougie guns.
Oh, the wall of bougie
We
guns.
should do the wall of bougie guns. That would be actually kind of entertaining.
You hear that, future sponsors? We need money for a wall of bougie guns.
Just send us your bougie guns. We'll
Yeah.
Send us the most bougie guns you own that you make. We will definitely test them out. We like bougie.
Speaking of bougie, have you
No,
guys-
it's not bougie. It's bougie.
Bougie.
bougie. these days.
Bougie.
Bougie.
No. Yeah. Speaking of bougie.
Bougie.
Whatever. Speaking of fancy guns like that. Have you guys? And I know you've seen one, and I know you've seen one. So I'm just going to pretend that you guys maybe have not seen it. The FN CC9 Edge.
Yeah, I told you about that gun.
Yeah, I know. It's a great gun. It's very fancy. I think Colin Noor actually did a video review of one a couple years
Oh,
back.
sure. There's a review of everything. I like his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Good guy.
So, yeah, cops with 55 round drums. Can you imagine that? Like,
I've never seen a cop with a 55 round drum in
It's probably a reason for that.
yeah, no, I'm just saying on their Glocks, you know, like they're just walking around patrolling, pants dropping down to their ankles all the time because of that 55 round drum.
We know what Harrison's fantasy is now.
Apparently.
Big strong cop with a 55 round drum.
Yeah, we're definitely getting demonetized.
By the way, we have full respect for all law enforcement out there.
Oh, I love the cops.
And Harrison's views of officers with their pants around their ankles is not the
Shared by everybody else in
this room. No,
No, not at all. Yeah, you know, I don't really, I don't think of the cops in that capacity. It's just a lot of respect.
I think your girlfriend would love to hear that too.
My aunt was a cop.
We got a few that come through there.
Yeah, made it weird.
Yeah, we made it weird.
Yeah.
You made it weird.
So, Nate, what are you doing right now?
I just put a detent spring and detent in this dado defense to make the safety work.
Yeah,
Because a gun with a non-working safety is dangerous.
That's right.
Well, it depends if you keep your finger in the trigger or not.
Yeah.
No, safety
So
first.
our goal now is to...
Well, look, it works.
Sweet.
Problem solved. So we will put that back on the shelf. Still waiting. I got to bring a new optic that he wanted to put on there.
Yeah.
Instead of the EOTech that's on there?
No, go ahead.
I'm actually kind of shocked. It's either that he wants to put EOTech. I think he wanted to put a magnifier on top of EOTech. He wants to do the EOTech forward, but I'm waiting for the magnifier to get here.
Yeah.
So that was. Yeah, we need to order some more detent springs and some just lower parts.
Yeah.
Just so we have them because we are out at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I need to procure that one.
I need to just order parts kits.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, lower parts used to be great.
Yeah.
Just so we have some extras lying up. Plus we can sell them on the floor because people love those things.
Oh, I know. I have lots of people coming.
Again.
Parts kits.
ARs are like us for big kids, man.
They are.
So,
That's why I want to start putting in uppers, lowers, and parts kits so that we can just put them together.
oh, absolutely.
And,
That would like to see that.
yeah, and our build-a-gun program.
Yeah?
For that. I don't know what he's talking about.
I do like the build a gun program. You get to pick out what you want in your gun and get it built. So AR to Glock, because those are two easiest ones right now.
Right? Pick your barrel, your sights, your
stuff with SIG too, because you can do the same thing with SIG, but
it's not as readily available.
Right, it's not as readily available.
Yeah.
But that's the other companies that are coming out now with Glock and all the AR parts, man. You can basically build whatever you want.
Well, I like what SIG did. They're doing their build-a-gun program too. So you go on their site and literally you can choose anything you want as long as it's the correct configuration.
Right.
Yeah.
But and that's awesome. And I love the way that these companies are doing this because it's giving people options.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, I don't know about you, I like to actually physically see the part. I want it in my hands. I'll be like, all right, well, that's awesome. This is the actual color. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Because one of the problems with we've had here is we'll order a slide that somebody wants, and then it comes in, and they're like, well, I wanted it this color.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the color that you ordered. It's just not the color that shows up through a camera. Is a little bit different than what shows up in
Like that stainless steel one.
like the stainless steel one for the M&P.
Yep.
Exactly.
A little bit much.
Yeah. You might want to do the same thing.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The stainless steel M&P barrel slide. We're just talking about the different colors. So when we're doing a build-a-gun, the reason we want to do it here is because we can offer. This is actually what it's going to look like.
Yep. Yeah, you can lay everything out and say, hey, imagine this all
So
together.
they're not going to complain to me because you literally click. There you go.
Yep.
Also, disclaimer to the ATF: we're not manufacturing guns. It's just simply just prefab.
Yep.
Yeah, no
No.
manufacturing guns. It's just gun
Speaking of custom slides, how do you guys feel about Ed Brown slides?
I think they're pretty.
Yeah, I think they're very pretty. I can't justify the costs.
Well, you may not be able to, but there are other people
Oh,
out
yeah,
there
yeah,
who
yeah.
can.
Plenty of people do.
I don't have any experience with them, so I can't sit here and tell you how they fire or not, but I can tell you that they are pretty, and they have a great reputation. So
I remember when we first opened up, and someone wanted some custom work done to his slide. He had already started, and also I can edit this out. If someone comes to the shop, can you just tell me?
Yeah.
I'm tired of like looking around like someone's gonna shoot me.
Yeah, we need to get a sensor on the door.
they probably should have had that a while back.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, someone had brought in a M&P 2.0, and he had already done some of the milling and slide cuts. Now the milling looked fine. The slide cuts, now he explained to me that he wasn't very good at this. He took a thermal
No.
and he decided to do some angular 45-degree cuts.
And you know if you're doing an actual 45, you don't have a...
Now the guy, when I looked at the cuts, they're a little wavy. I was like, what's up with this? And he said, yeah, I held the slide with one hand. I held with one hand, and I went like this. And I was like, wow, that's really tough to do. And he was like, yeah, I only cut myself 5-6 times. Yeah.
I cut myself out.
So that falls under that whole factor of I'm not trying to be mean, but some people just should not work on their own stuff.
Some people shouldn't.
Some people should not.
You know, there is a talent to this. Yes, you can go on YouTube and look up how things are done.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But to get the honest to God truth, you've got to have some sort of skill level to be able to make it and do it right.
Mm-hmm.
But
You not blow yourself up.
And if you're starting off as a gunsmith, don't start on the most expensive gun you own. Start off on something cheap and
build an AR.
The high point with
build
$1,000.
an AR,
Build an
or
AR.
Wow.
you know, if you find some old revolver or pistol.
I don't even know, man. That's all really stuff. I would literally sit there and say, if someone wanted to learn how to start gunsmithing, the first thing they need to do, and they need to build an AR.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's the.
When I first started gunsmithing, I did it 100% the wrong way. I gunsmith on harder. I can edit this part out. I can just say the whole thing. When I first started gunsmithing, I did it 100% the wrong way. I started on surplus, which is 100% what you're not supposed to do.
Bro, I'm right there with you.
I started on SKSs.
Oh, me too.
I started on Mosin and Gans, which are really Mosin and Gans.
Mosin's
Not
very
the hardest
easy.
thing in the world. But if you screw up any tolerance in a Mosin, it's dead.
Well, no. Let's rephrase that. Working on a Mosin is easy until you get to the bolt. Do not disassemble your Mosin bolt unless you know what you're doing.
I tell people the same thing with Mausers, man. Don't disassemble your Mauser bolt unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, because then you're just looking at a bunch of pieces and you're like, how is this supposed to go back to there?
And the thing is, it built a false sense of confidence because I did it right. And then I said, you know what? Instead of doing an AR or a Glock, what is the absolute worst thing a novice should do?
Oh, gosh.
I'll give you a hint. It's either German or Spanish. And they have a roller delay block.
What'd you do?
I worked on a C308.
Oh, I can work on a Mosin. I can work on an SKS.
I
know I can build it.
The second I got that firing pin out of that unit, I realized I couldn't push it back in without the roller delay interfering. It took me a lot of time, humility, and
a lot of cursing.
A lot of screaming.
I'll tell you guys how I started. So, if you remember, because we're all old enough, I'm definitely old enough. I'm older than both of you.
You are.
Yeah.
The assault rifle ban.
The what?
The assault rifle ban. Clinton administration.
Oh yeah.
2004 AWB.
1994. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was just born.
So
literally just born. I was born in '94, man.
Man, you young.
Yeah.
I was 14. So I told you.
Oh.
How old I am.
Well, yeah, because I'm 7 years older than him.
Yeah, seriously.
And you're
So I'm 7
7?
years older than you.
Yeah.
So I was 14, and my dad bought me, right before that band went through, he bought me an SKS, my first SKS.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, cool. I mean, we had 22s all over the house. I've been shooting since I was a little kid, but I didn't appreciate the SKS for what it was back then. Because I was young, dumb, and stupid, and I bubbled out the worst SKS you could possibly do. It ran flawlessly. Then I learned all about them. I learned everything I did wrong. I learned how to change it, and do this, and add mags, and how to add. Still, don't do it. You're gonna get an SKS nowadays.
Don't do
Please,
Please,
please
that's like a
leave them
mortgage.
alone and leave them original.
it. Yeah.
Second gun was 1911. Now, if you know anything about 1911s, everything that you can get for a 1911 has to be fitted.
Yep.
You know, tolerances are very low. When you start buying custom parts, you got to fit them to the gun.
And
That's where I really got into learning how to do things that have extreme tight tolerances.
Mhm.
You know, and that was really what taught me. Started building boatload of them over and over and over again.
And if they're Colt 1911s, you gotta know which year it was manufactured if you're buying parts. Because if you're doing the conversion kit over to the 22,
Oh yeah, I
if
remember
it's
that one.
not the right year, and you're like, oh wow, I found this at a
Oh, yeah.
yard sale or an auction,
Yeah,
and I want to
government
put
model.
and I want to put this on my Colt. Then you're doing what I'm doing. You're calling Colt for a customer, going, this part, this weapon. No, it's not gonna work.
First gun I professionally did was, oh my god, don't worry, this won't be on YouTube. Oh, the Browning shotgun, the semi-automatic one. What the fuck, which one was that?
You know, if you're gonna have a story, you know
No,
what you're gonna talk
No,
about.
I worked on it. It was the first gun we ever had in the shop to work on. Browning Ace something.
Yeah, I felt bad for that guy too. He really wanted that 22 conversion.
It was your phone.
I can't do it.
That's what mine's recorded.
I can't do it. What do you want here?
Look up Browning semi-automatic shotgun.
I've had a lot of fun building guns over the years.
Mhm.
And I've done a lot of them for a lot of friends. Like they come in, they want something simple done. I can't even tell you how many ARs I built over my lifetime. I can't tell you how many ARs I built in the last 6 years. Friends will come and go, hey, I want this barrel and this and this and this. I want this added. You know.
So yeah, anyway, first gun I ever worked on professionally for the shop was a Browning Auto 5. Semi-automatic shotgun. Guy brought it in. He said, it just won't cock back, won't do anything. And I've done some semi-automatic shotguns in my free time. I've never worked on a Browning before. And it took me a couple days longer than I thought it was going to do because, again, as far as experience goes, that's something they learn on the way you go. Because if you've never worked on a specific model of a gun and you've worked on something similar, you've got about 85% of the picture. And then that's where a lot of YouTube can be useful, but it can also be absolutely detrimental. Because there are a lot of people who know exactly about that gun and they do it so skillfully, and you're following along.
And they make it look so easy.
And they're like, yeah, there should be no resistance when you do this. There should be absolutely nothing. And then you're like, what am I doing? And I did that a lot with that Browning. And now, yeah, sure. I just won't ever work on them again.
See, when I started gunsmithing, there wasn't a thing called YouTube.
No.
It was you gotta figure it out and go hang out at the gun shows and talk to the gun dealers, and
Maybe they'll show you something.
you learn something. So I started going to. I mean, I've been in gun shows since I was 12 years old. My dad's an army surplus dealer, so I was literally in the gun shows talking to gun dealers and gunsmiths and my entire life. I've hung out with them. And you're a kid. They're like, yeah, I'll show you. So I kind of was able to get in that niche at a really young age.
Yeah.
And it was basically because I was a kid in the gun show that I wanted to learn. And they were all like, yeah.
So what I find really funny is the SKS, you said that was your first rifle?
That was my first, that was the first rifle my dad bought me as for my own rifle.
Yeah. See, the SKS was my first rifle I ever purchased.
Huh.
Yeah.
First rifle I ever purchased was the 308.
Did you have like a Yugo or like a Norinco?
Oh, I had a Norinco.
Type 56?
Type 56,
Yeah.
that's right. I
Bright-
still have a Type 56
yeah,
in the house. I have a
bright
Type 56
orange.
carbine in the house.
Yeah, bright orange. Yeah. Did yours ever slam fire?
No.
You got lucky. Mine slam fired all the time.
It'll slam fire all the time unless you take it apart and actually clean it. What happens is the firing pin gets stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know? There's actually a trick. There's a trick to that too. You can actually get a spring firing pin, but that's for a whole other situation. I learned a whole lot about those over the years. But I had quite a few of them. You couldn't buy an AR back then.
Oh yeah.
You weren't buying an AK at that point either. You know, that was those didn't exist unless you had. You go through the ATF to get it. A simple AR. It was absolute garbage.
Oh yeah.
But
to our younger viewers, it was probably about like 10 years ago. Maybe, don't quote me on that. It used to be in order to buy an AR or an AK or any type of semi-automatic rifle, you had to show 2 forms of ID and a proof of residency.
it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I think they dropped off. If I remember correctly, they dropped off that the assault rifle ban dropped off during Bush's administration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, Bush number 2. So that would have been, I want to say it was around 2004.
Oh my God.
So it was like a
age is
10-year.
showing
Dude, I'll be honest, man.
I remember
when that
having to
bill
do
first
that.
passed. When that bill first passed, dude, we could not keep surplus on the table.
Yeah.
People were just handing us money hand over fist because everybody was paranoid, and the paranoia went through the roof. I said they saw the only time I've ever seen more guns being sold in a single year was 2020. That was the gun sale of the century.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we started
2021
a year later.
Yeah, we started a year after that.
2021 wasn't bad either, though.
It wasn't bad. No.
So if 2021, what you needed in 2021, Glocks and ARs, man. Everybody was buying Glocks and ARs.
Yep.
More guns sold those years. That's one of the reasons why ammo shortage went through. But everybody bought guns, man. And they bought the ammo for them.
Let's talk
Nobody
about
keep
that
up.
ammo shortage.
There's lots of that.
I can talk a lot about the ammo shortage. As a gun store, he and I both know, one of the biggest problems with ammo shortage is the embargo. That embargo for the Russian embargo.
Oh, that's
used
going on. Yeah.
It used to be when we first opened up.
7.62 was next to nothing.
7.62.
Oh,
absolutely. You
You could walk in the store and they would throw it
at
at you like we have too much.
Right.
Not anymore.
You can't get it. That's why. That's why I like. I just selling their AKs now.
Yeah.
You can't get
Well,
it.
even
You can, but I mean, it's not nearly as available as it was.
Well, even the 54R. I had a customer come in yesterday. He was paying like, what was it, like $15 for 8 rounds or something? Crap like that.
Gosh, I mean, you could get that pennies on the dollar, man.
Yeah.
I used to
We
go.
bought 1,000 rounds at one time. I think it was like, what was it, $100?
Yeah. I used to go with an old buddy of mine. He doesn't like them, but an old buddy of mine. We used to go to the like Walmart parking lot to do.
Yeah.
By the way, so y'all know they are brothers.
Yeah, we are brothers.
Yeah, my head is shiny. We used to go to the Walmart parking lot because he would just go on like Craigslist or like Gunseek or Ammo Seek or something like that. And we would just walk in with like maybe $200, $300, and we would fill up the back of his crappy car with ammo, just boxes, crates of it. And then that was just like $300, yeah. And it wasn't like cheap ammo in today's world. It's like 6.5 by 55 millimeter Swedish, and 7.62 by 54R, and 6.5 Carcano, and
You name it.
anything.
Well, back then, Walmart used to sell a lot of ammo. They stopped doing that during that time period too.
Well,
when they banned, they literally got rid of all their pistol ammo,
Yeah, they don't carry anything.
and they don't carry anything 223 or 5.56 in there at all.
Yeah.
Yet they carry 308, 7.6.
Hunting round.
Hunting round.
Yep.
It's got to be because of the whole AR.
You know exactly what the reasoning for it is.
Yeah.
No one really realizes the fact that we make ARs and all those calibers too.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell Walmart.
They'll
Don't tell Walmart.
Yeah, they'll take out all their 308 ammo.
Well, it's not just that. They would have to take out their 308 or 243
Yeah.
or 6.5 Creedmoor.
I love that. People building ARs with like these weird round.
They already did.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a
You
6.5
can build pretty
AR.
much everything.
I'm waiting for like a 357 AR.
There's a 458 SOCOM AR.
Yeah, there is.
50 Beowulf.
50 Beowulf.
6mm arc.
Yeah.
6.5 Creedmoor's a normal one.
I know the 22 WMR AR.
Yeah.
Oh.
22 long rifle.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Ton of those.
As the media like to call it, the AR Junior.
I don't even build if there's a caliber they don't build them in yet.
357.
I don't know. I've ever looked.
I'm
them up.
sure somebody's tried.
Somebody find. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah.
Let's see if because I've known that's something I've never
Let's
thought
do a
about.
Joe Rogan and be like, hey,
We'll do a
Jamie.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, hey Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah, we don't have anyone that's that fast though. So hold on.
Man, it probably is. It
If I
probably
can
is.
spell it, right?
Yeah. Probably like a 357 SIG or something, AR rather than Magnum.
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
Someone built one.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, 357. Use a 357 Magnum cartridge.
Wow, I bet that thing's actually really good.
I knew they did 45 ACP. And not
Dude, somebody did it in a 44 Magnum.
That's actually probably really good for hunting. Like, I can imagine like hog hunting with a 44 mag AR. That's some Mad Max stuff right there.
There it is.
It's a thing. Wow, I am. Yeah, I was just looking at that picture. Yeah.
The AR-15 is probably one of the most versatile platforms.
Well, it depends on the AR-15 or the AR-15 and the AR-10.
The AR platform.
The AR platform.
I'm betting what that is. Let me see the mag roll on that. On that gun.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. 357 would be a 9mm barrel, so you could do it. They made a billion 9mm.
AR-9.
I bet you it is this converted AR-9.
Yeah, converted AR-9.
Yeah. But the fact that they did it though.
That's impressive.
It was like Taurus put out that revolver that was all you had to do was change the cylinder and go from 9mm to 357.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of ingenious too.
Yeah, Moriarty Arms makes a 16-inch AR 357.
I bet it
357
costs a
SIG.
farm and life, but it's worth it, I guess.
We need to build one.
Oh yeah.
That needs to go on the list. That's on the list. We need to build a 357 AR here.
We got to make a bougie though.
Oh, it's got to be bougie.
Oh, yeah.
It's like straight bougie.
Yeah.
See, I remember back in the day where, you know, you talk
It's a
about
word of the
AR-15,
day.
there was two calibers only, 5.56 and 223. That was it.
Yeah.
And then people started joking about 7.62 by 39 AR.
Well,
And then suddenly it became real.
Well, the problem with those are you can run those and they're great. And I have one at home,
Yeah?
but I found that the only thing that I found the issue with was one, I had to upgrade the firing pin,
Mm-hmm.
and two, there's only one mag that you can run that's actually worth running, and that's the Duramag.
Yeah.
The Duramag for 7.62 by 39 is the only mag that works.
Yeah.
All the rest of them jam up and it's just garbage. Nobody else has built one that works well.
See,
well, it's not high on the priorities list.
No, it's not. It's a toy.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The 7.60 by 39 AR-15 is a
It's
toy.
a novelty.
It's a fun.
It's cool. Novelty.
But those rifles aren't built to be
Practical.
practical.
Yeah.
Not that, well, I say that, and I can tell you this one. I have not had a single issue with mine.
I don't
And
know.
I've only got probably 800 to 1,000 rounds through it.
Yeah. Because yours is rapidly depleting like everyone else's.
No, I just, well, yeah, there's that. kind of had to lay off the 7.62 by 39 now.
It kind of takes me off that a lot of American companies making 7.62 by 39 ammo, and they're charging not 7.60 by 39 prices.
Well, they're also using brass casing versus steel.
Yeah.
So it's not surplus.
Use like, I don't know, like the Virgin Prime stuff. I mean,
Someone should do that though. They should like just manufacture like American versions of like Wolf or Tula ammo.
yeah, it's called Winchester.
No, it's not
It's called
called
by
Winchester.
5.56.
We like Winchester.
No,
thank
no,
you.
I'm not saying Winchester's bad. I'm saying Winchester's a cost affordable option like PMC.
It is.
No.
I will give it that.
No, I mean unless you're buying Winchester 308. We love Winchester.
No, I mean they're high performance ammunition.
Yeah. I mean, I think.
Pricing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to talk about, you know, certain ammo suppliers being bad or anything unless it's, you know, like a company that can't,
Don't mean names.
a company that isn't American and I can talk trash about. I think a wheel at 22
It's
is
made
no
in
good.
China.
I think a wheel at 22 is
Yeah.
really bad because
Isn't it
it
Chinese
jams
ammo?
every gun that it touches.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. That's something I've never really looked into.
I've never looked up Chinese ammunition. That's not big on
Chinese
my.
ammo is totally real.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah,
They make everything.
Yeah, it's just called imported Russian ammo.
No, I mean like manufactured in China.
They don't
Which means the
manufacture
Chinese
ammo.
have amazing ammunition because they're getting it in from.
They don't manufacture ammo. They just import it.
Yeah.
It's all burden prime Russian stuff anyway.
It's like.
Yeah,
Or
so-
stuff from like Kazakhstan. Or
I don't even know what rifle they're carrying anymore. I haven't kept up on what military rifles everyone's using. Everyone's just changed so much.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't really look at an ammo company at face value and go, okay, this is from this country anymore. You have to really read the fine print.
Oh, absolutely.
Like PMC, everyone for some reason to this day still thinks it's American. It's Korean. Yeah, PMC Bronze is Korean. PMC X-Tech is Korean. All the specialty weird rounds that they make are also Korean. I mean, there's probably 10,000 Koreans pumping out 1 million metric tons of ammo every day. And it's all for the military.
They do have the biggest surplus.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of impressive.
That's.
South Korea.
Yeah.
It's one country that's like,
Mm.
we're just
Well,
going to keep
meanwhile-
making ammo.
Well,
We're
I
gonna
mean,
make missiles. What do you do for a living? We make missiles.
Yeah.
That's what our whole country does. We focus on missiles.
look who their neighbors are. I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
sure.
we're spoiled rotten here. We don't have neighbors like that. We got
Yeah.
the Canadians.
I mean, look at
yeah.
look at Israel. We
want
love
good
Israel
maple
so
syrup.
much. Never mind. I'll cut that out.
That
Anyways,
ain't last in Canada.
yeah. Look at Israel. I mean,
Hey, IWI is freaking awesome.
IWI is the American branch.
Yeah,
IMI.
IMI.
Yeah, if you want that good stuff, you go for IMI and wait 6 years to get a barrel from IMI.
I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed because the Jericho, great gun. That was a great gun. It was a great gun.
Mm-hmm. But
Man, he wore that barrel out quick.
I literally ordered a Jericho barrel from IMI because they were running a sale. Not IWI, IMI.
Is that the one he got for Jonathan?
Literally import.
Is that the one that came in for Jonathan?
Yeah. It took 7 months.
Yeah.
how many rounds did he run through it?
The original barrel?
Way too many. He shot it smooth.
Dude, all I can tell you is that he ran that as his primary for a couple of years, and we shot daily.
Mm-hmm.
When I say we shot daily, we shot daily. Like, we had a range in the backyard, we went out and shot every single day.
Yeah.
He got mad, he'd go out there and shoot more. You know, that's just kind of, that was our thing back then. So we shot a lot, but my 1911 barrel didn't wear out. I shot just as many rounds to it as that. He did that
How cheap
Jericho.
is Raleigh steel?
I don't know.
Actually, I think I know what happened though.
All he knows, he goes, man, one day he started thinking about it, he was shooting, he was like, I can't hit the process. I borrowed this gun no more. I looked down the barrel and there's no rifling left.
I
It's
actually think I
smooth.
know what happened though with that original barrel. Is IMI and even IWI is notoriously fickle about solvents in the barrel.
It's possible.
Yeah, they're fickle.
He's got a bad tendency to clean his guns too much.
Over scrubs.
No, he just over cleans. Like,
Obsessively.
every time he goes to the range, he'll go out and clean his gun.
No, you're supposed to, but not to excessive detail.
No, you know.
Right, you do a
And
stock
I'll tell you one thing, I probably clean my gun twice a year. If that.
About once a month. I mean, unless.
I shoot a lot though. You know, I mean, I'm probably pumping down just out of the Glocks alone. I'm probably shooting. I'm hoping to hit 10,000 this year.
Well,
Yeah.
So,
you just want to build another gun.
give me an excuse to build something else. Come on, man.
Well, my barrel wore out. It's time to build a whole new
But a
gun.
whole new gun. No,
But yeah,
I've got 3 barrels sitting at the house. I think I'm all right right now.
But yeah, I honestly think that with the ammo shortage, because it's only going to get worse. It was worse before. Then it got a little bit better. Now it's getting bad again.
So that's the thing. That's why I don't shoot as much as I used to, is because I just don't want to keep paying for 9mm
That's
ammo.
why I switched to 22.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but
Yeah.
I like to keep up practice.
Maybe I should get more into reloading. I don't know.
Jonathan did.
Gotta
Reloads.
reload.
Yeah, he reloads. So that's helped us out tremendously. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper to reload.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Not, man, I'll tell you one thing, even during the ammo shortage, it was hard getting primers, it was hard getting anything. It was rough. Yeah.
I remember.
Even though we were reloading, we still had,
Hard time.
it was still hard.
I remember right before the ammo shortage, it was easy to buy primers in like a 100-round box. Now, at any distributor, you cannot get a 100-round box of primers. They're only going to sell it to you at a 1,000-round count only. You got to pay $100-something bucks every time you get primers. And
Oh, 1,000 primers.
1,000 primers, but still, it's not a deal. It's not a deal.
I don't think there really are too many deals out there anymore.
There's not a lot of ability. I mean, reloading isn't the most popular thing. We'll tell you one funny thing. You'll laugh at this one. So the Walmart in Harrisonburg doesn't sell guns in the Walmart.
Oh, right.
But they're the only gun store, they're the only Walmart in the area that sells reloading equipment.
Weird.
Walmart is strange.
I walked in there one day, I'm like, I'm gonna go look for a rifle. Walk back, I'm like, they don't have any guns. Okay, well, I've seen other stores like that, because I've traveled all over. But then I look over and there's like a whole cabinet full of reloading dies. I'm like, I've never seen reloading dies in a Walmart, ever. This is still, to this day, the only one I've ever seen like that.
Weird. I guess there must be a thing in Harrisonburg.
I think it is. I guess reloading must be a big thing over there.
Something in the algorithm.
Well,
goes,
it's
"Huh, there's a lot of
Rockingham
reloaders in
County.
there."
There's, a lot of
Well, there's a lot of hunters and there's
Yeah.
a lot of farms out there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harrisonburg's also in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it is kind of a town in the middle of the
Yeah, it's an island.
Yeah.
If you're in Harrisonburg, then, JMU.
Man, you drive 5 minutes either which way though, man. You're out in the field.
Yeah.
I don't know. Walmart as a place, I try not to go to.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
That's just people.
It's not even the people. It's
Not
just
people-y?
walking in a Walmart. It's like it's almost makes you feel dead inside Walmart.
We gotta edit this out.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
Walmart's
yeah.
never gonna sponsor
Yeah,
us.
Nate, don't show your face, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Say how much you love Walmart, and then you won't, immediately get fucked.
So, anyways, on
Yeah.
another note, you're sitting here talking about like big box stores versus like, I mean, everybody goes online and orders by anything now.
Yeah.
All your clothes come from online. Everything's online.
Oh yeah.
And the brick and mortar is dying quick.
Oh, it's dying quick.
And
we're brick and mortar.
And I don't get it because, well, I do get it. People want convenience. They want, they don't want to leave their house. I like to lay hands on anything I'm buying. It doesn't matter if it's a gun or clothes or anything.
Well,
I like
that's-
to feel it.
That's the other thing, man. It's like trying to find stuff made in America is the other thing.
Yeah, I know.
You can't. Like you go out to Shenandoah Market out there in Harrisonburg. You walk in there, you go talk to the leather guy. He sits there and makes his cowboy hat right there in front of you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you don't get that kind of quality going through Buddy Bezos over there at Amazon.
Yeah.
When
Well, it was funny.
Not that I can down Amazon.
No,
They're a huge company, you know?
use Amazon.
I do too. But
Well, no, this was funny the other day. So, like, my wife is getting Christmas gifts, but she ordered herself a pair of shoes, and she got Uggs. And
it's nice looking for some reason.
so she gets them, they ship them to the house, because she bought them online. And she looks, and it says made in Vietnam. And she's like,
she's trying to be basic white girl, and then they'll be like, wait a minute, this is made where I'm from.
my wife is Vietnamese. She just moved over here from Vietnam, and now she's like,
I want.
now I'm buying stuff they make over there. I'm like, yeah.
What'd she think about that when she actually saw it, though?
What,
She didn't
the-
know? She didn't know they were made over there?
She didn't know they were made over there. They don't list all their factories over there.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
They hide that shit.
No, it's not like it's a sweatshop or something. But
That's
yeah,
it.
she's like, I just buy something they make in my own country, and I'm like, yep. Because we don't make anything in the United States.
Oh, no, we
Yeah.
do. We do.
Yeah.
There are some awesome companies out there still to this day that are making some great stuff, man. I mean,
But not Uggs.
Well, it depends. Like there's boot companies. You know, I mean, there's plenty that are made in the U.S. People just don't realize it, or they don't know.
Well, I like.
And then there's like some really cool small companies that are made. You know, like it's like buying a knife. You go buy a knife. You can buy a knife off Amazon for next to nothing. But if you want a high quality knife, you're gonna buy a U.S. made knife.
No, yeah.
Or you get yourself like a Norwegian.
No, you can get that route, but U.S. made some really nice knives.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
K-Bar, that's made in
Spyderco, that's what
Yep.
U.S. Spyderco's still U.S., right?
I believe most of it is.
The only
No, it's like Gerber. Gerber has two.
Mhm.
Like you'll either get, you gotta watch them because you'll get like the U.S. made knives and then they have their overseas made knives.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Gerber's got both.
Benchmade, I mean, yeah, sure, U.S., but I'm not gonna buy Benchmade.
They're a little pricey, but they're worth it, man.
Nah, not about. It's not even that. They're just anti-Second Amendment.
There's that.
They literally got in trouble for being anti-Second Amendment.
I don't know nothing about that. So I
Nope.
don't carry Benchmade either. I carry Leatherman.
I have a couple Leathermans. I like them.
Leatherman is basically like the unofficial knife.
I have some custom knives
of
on
the U.S.
mine.
military.
I carry a K-bar,
No.
harpoon when I'm out in the woods. Actually, I have it here. It's with me.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So it's helping.
Yeah. This is an American made. This is CRKT.
Yeah, look.
But it's,
That's great.
it's made in Taiwan.
Can't go wrong with those. I mean,
No, I mean, you really
relatively
can't. They're
inexpensive.
good knives.
so that's an American made knife.
Oh,
Made in the
yeah.
USA.
That's a Taiwanese made knife.
American's bigger.
Knew that was going to happen. Yes, you know.
This is 1095 steel.
Yeah.
And that's a great steel. I think I beat it up. It
Yeah.
keeps on running. No, I did have a custom sheath made because I didn't like the sheath that it came in.
Sharpen this thing
So
up there.
I bought a custom sheath.
It's a little hell there.
Oh.
That's not paper. That's cardboard.
Yeah.
That's cardboard.
Clean cut. You got blue in all over your fingers.
Oh, sin. I got it off in time though.
You can do what Harrison did.
No,
You know what he
yeah.
just get?
This is how you get
This
cancer.
one right here grabs, starts blowing earlier and grabs some random solvent. He doesn't even know what it is.
I don't even know what this is, but it burns my fingers.
Flames are blowing right off.
But it cleaned my hands.
Ah, that's perfect.
So when you start talking about American-made products or products that are made in the USA, you sit there and you look at like even our guns the same way.
Yeah.
You know.
H&K is German, well, obviously. However, H&K is not even really German, and it was not even German when they first started. Spanish, and then that's a whole topic.
Do you realize HK's got a factory right here in Virginia?
Yeah, they do.
Sterling, Virginia.
Yeah.
At least they used to. It was in Loudoun County.
Props to H&K. I carry.
No.
Just saying.
I think Glock's made in Austria.
Glock is made in Austria.
Springfield's made in the US.
I love how
So
the
the
origins of Glock started, because it's almost mythical at this point.
Nobody really knows. It was a
Kept
high point of
stolen.
time.
Yeah, and the old the scriptures of Glock.
To go back to the ancient text of Glock.
Yeah,
Is that
Gaston Glock? You know, when he was creating that Gen 1 Glock, shot every Glock that he designed with his left hand. You ever hear about this?
No.
Yeah, he shot every Glock with his left hand, so if it blew up in his hand, he always had his right hand to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an innovator.
That's actually like kind of cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
No strings.
I don't care if it's gonna work or not. As long as it takes this hand off, I'll be all right.
Didn't care. He always shot them with his left hand. And that's why every Glock doesn't have a safety. I'm kidding.
Glocks do have safeties.
That's trigger safety.
Trigger safety, that's
yeah.
it.
No, Glock Gen 1s actually really did have a major problem with blowing up the user's hand.
I don't know.
The first generation Glocks, they were not safe.
That's what they got their entire reputation for being reliable from, was Gen 1 Glock.
Yeah, they
That
used to
was
be
long
called,
before Gen 3.
back on the internet, they used to be called Glock nades, back in the day. Seriously?
I don't know if that was because they were actually
Look
blowing
it
up.
up.
Look it up, because I'm curious about that, because
It used to be
they
called
got
Glock.
their entire reputation off the first generation Glock.
Yeah,
Being
Glock
completely
nades.
reliable and indestructible.
Back in the day.
on
Yeah,
Glock
go on the
forum.
Glock forum, the ancient text of Glock forum back in 2014. Yeah, Gen 1 Glocks were not safe. You could throw them, and half the city block was gone.
I'm looking.
I'm looking too, because I'm curious. I've never
Yeah.
heard that.
Yeah.
Ever.
They actually had a really spotty reputation back in the day.
That's not what I'm reading right now.
Oh, yeah?
I'm reading the complete opposite.
What, you're reading about Glock nades?
No, I'm reading about was Glock safe and Glock Gen 1 Glocks, and the answer is yes. The only thing I see is the finish durability.
Yeah, it says here the issues are multi. Early 40 Glocks came with a little loose tolerances in the chamber area, and some of the hotter loads with weaker brass tend to split and go boom there. The other is the shooting of plain lead bullets. A lot of people don't know how to recognize or to clean the lead fouling.
They're getting squids.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's Glocks.
That was an ammo and that's an ammo and operator.
See, that's the funny thing about I guess.
So you can't blame Glocks.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about people. Ultimately, is the reputation can be ruined because of user error.
Yeah,
that's why.
Like look at Olay. Olay got nailed to the wall because of user error.
Yep.
And that's why they say before using your firearm, read the owner's manual. Understand the weapon.
Have you ever read one?
I've never read the manual.
Let's be honest. I mean, has anyone at this table ever sat down and read their owner's manual of their gun?
I read it for my Chancellor because I had a hell of a time disassembling it.
Okay, that's disassembly.
Never read one in my life.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've never found this. Whatever. I
When-
like totally this up this
I
Alright,
wish
no,
some
hold on.
guns actually did come with an owner manual, though. I wish some guns actually did.
They tell you how to take it apart. That'd be
Like
smart.
old surplus. I wish they fucking staple them on there.
Yeah, they did. They stapled them right to some grunt's head somewhere.
Yeah.
I will say this. So, if it's my personal weapon, no, I don't. But like, we had a guy. He got a Browning T-bolt. All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I read on how to insert the bolt, everything that needed to be done for cleaning, just to make sure it was up to Browning specs.
No.
Right. Well, no. When it comes down to like
It's because of that.
figuring stuff out that has to be within specs, that's a different story. And then you go beyond the owner's manual. The owner's manual doesn't do stuff that we have to learn.
You can tell if he's full of it because when he pulled back on the bolt of the Browning T-bolt, you realized you'd never actually seen a bolt like that before.
That was you, not me.
You've never seen a bolt like that.
Okay, but I still read the book.
Yeah, but it's a weird bolt.
It's a weird bolt.
I don't like it.
It
I could be
opens. It
opinionated.
like latches open on
Yeah.
the side.
That's
Which is
weird.
something different.
No.
But it's okay. Figuring it out.
Do you think that, and I already know the answer is, do you think that people should take some type of safety course before they even get their first gun?
That's a hard question. It's not
So,
necessarily yes or no.
I'm a constitutionalist.
Yeah.
Like to a T.
Yeah.
And if I would sit there and say that they would have to do this before they did this, before they could actually have that right.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. I'm saying.
Well, that's this thing. If someone has to take the safety course before they bought their first gun, that's an infringement.
I'm not saying that. I'm
So-
saying, do you think it would be smart?
Would it be smart for a person individually to take a gun course to learn before they bought their gun by choice?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Well, it's common
But it
sense.
shouldn't be
Shouldn't be
forced on.
forced.
Yeah.
I'm not saying common sense, like common sense gun control. I'm saying common sense, like there are lots of people who really should actually have a safety course on, and I'm not saying because they're bad shooters or they're negligent shooters or anything like that. I think one of the first things that they really should, if I ever had to design a safety course, is I would take a wood dowel and I would put it in a barrel, just like a replica pistol or something, to show people how easy it is to flag someone.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from, but still you got to watch that language, because anytime that you sit there and say, "Oh, they should do this,"
I'm not saying it should. I think
all
it
the
should
gun
be
grabbers
right
go,
away.
"Ooh, we need to go enforce that for a gun control.
Yeah.
'Cause that's going to help." Gun control don't help because it's
doesn't
not the
work.
gun, it's psychos that are doing the thing.
Yeah.
And the biggest misconception about gun control is, for some reason, some people think that there's this national database of guns. There isn't. I've had to explain this 5 million times.
The
in the
government
shop.
does not care.
No, what the government
There's too
does
many
do,
people out there. Think about this logically.
What the government does do
Because-
is they have something called a Form 4473, and it stays in the gun store. The ATF doesn't swoop in every day and take it, and they go, "Oh look, Nate bought a Desert Eagle. Let's go kill him." No, they don't do that. No, every 4 or 5 years, the
You're
I
not
want
ATF.
to smack myself. I want to smack myself about this Eagle.
Yeah. No,
With the deagle.
they just simply look at it and they go, "Okay, your paperwork is prudent," and then they leave. That's all they do. That's all they do. The ATF doesn't really know what you have in your possession. The FBI doesn't know what you have in your possession. The only way,
They'd like to though.
yeah, they might, but
Yeah.
the only organization that would really know what you have in your possession is if, say, in the state of Virginia, if someone fails a background check or they commit a crime later on with a firearm that they passed a background check with, they're going to want to know what they purchased, and it's at the discretion of the gun store to give them the 4473 rather than just telling them what the person purchased, because you can just give them your bound book, which is never really a good idea, or you can just give them a copy of the 4473, which is much more private for everyone else.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
So you getting like the Liberty Safe thing where they do the cops the
Yeah.
safe combination. Not a cool Liberty. No.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were we talking about before that?
That's,
Guns. Yo, were we talking about guns? Nah, we don't have conversation about guns around here.
nope.
No, I can't do that.
We talked about knives for a little bit.
We did talk about knives.
We were talking about gas
Oh,
stalls.
US made stuff.
Yeah,
US made
US made companies. You got into where ammo comes from. That's interesting. That a lot of people don't know that always ammo comes from all over.
Oh yeah.
Everyone thinks that it's all built here. It's not.
No. Just because the U.S. shoots a lot of guns doesn't mean that we actually make them.
We have got to be the number one buyer and importer of
guns.
ammunition and guns.
Actually, you know who number 2 is? Poland.
Why is it not surprising?
I was gonna say Canada.
No,
Sweden.
Poland loves buying ammo.
Not Canada. Canada right now is exporting all the guns. You know, the guns that their people have, they're exporting them.
Yeah, I know.
Did anyone else see that video of Putin laughing hysterically?
No.
So they told him about Canada was going to one of the guns on the list that they just did was the GSG.
Oh, okay.
GSG or AR or whatever it is.
Oh, GSC-16 or something.
Whatever, yeah. It's
German sporting goods.
Yeah, it's a 22 long rifle.
Yeah.
They're going to import all those and send them to Ukraine. That's what Canada, I'm sorry, they're going to confiscate all of them and send them to Ukraine. That's what Canada's plan was. And they literally used that particular gun.
They talk about
And then they told Putin this, and Putin started dying laughing because he knew what it was.
Yeah.
He's like, they're going to come at me with 22 long rifles. Come on, come at me.
Well,
It's just one of those situations where it's like, dude, they literally are banning guns that
don't make sense.
don't make any sense.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with public safety.
Yeah.
All right, it has everything to do with control.
It's also about the style and aesthetic of a gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's black and scary.
Yeah.
That's
It
why I
also
painted
looks
mine
like
green.
an MP5 with this pressure. We're gonna have to edit that out. Black and scary, yeah. You know, I'm not gonna. Edit
Yeah,
half
we're
of
gonna
this
take that out.
Keep it.
No, you gotta have
No.
that. I promise you.
We're not gonna get fucking monetized.
It's not bad. It's not about that. It's
No.
about certain things that just.
Yeah.
It's about saying vaguely racist.
We don't want the drones flying over our house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's something else to talk
Yeah.
about. All the freaking drones that are flying around and
Oh, you hit
nobody's
the one in New
anything about
Jersey?
it. Apparently, you can't shoot them because then they'll take you to jail for
That's like a
someone else
FAA
invading.
violation.
Yeah.
Because
No.
if you're shooting a aircraft,
Okay,
you're not allowed to do that. That's illegal.
but here's my problem. You
It's
got
like,
you got some person operating a drone who could be foreign military
Pervert.
or it could be some 350 pound fat guy sitting behind his computer jerking off, staring through your window. I'm gonna shoot that down.
Now, question.
Now I know that part.
Question about that. If they flew over your property, do you have the right to shoot the drone down?
No.
Because air is not land.
That's right.
Oh.
It goes on FA. Now, you can't use a firearm to shoot it down.
Give me a bow and arrow out there outside of
Say
my.
anything about
Shotgun
paintball.
bow.
Oh yeah.
You know, play one up, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I thought it was only paintballers over there.
I thought it was a vulture, you know.
Oh, lit as dust.
I thought it was a vulture trying to kill a federally protected animal. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
The one bird is like completely pointless to eat.
Oh.
Anyways.
No, I'm just saying though, like, why isn't anyone doing anything about this? Like, they really need to.
Just drones.
You right now are asking a question that is like
It's
on the
relevant
forefront
to
of
our
everyone's
administration.
mind because drones have become the new warfare. I mean,
They have.
that's the way it's.
I mean,
It's information gathering. People use them all the time. Every kid's got one.
yeah, I mean, I've watched about 1 million videos of Ukrainians dropping grenades on Russian soldiers.
Oh my gosh, man. That's,
Back in the day it was punked. Now it's boom.
Drones are wild, man. I haven't dug enough into the whole like they're flying over Jersey thing.
Yeah.
And
Do you
over
remember
military.
this?
I've seen a couple articles come up about it.
Do
But
you remember the balloons?
I do remember the
Yeah,
balloons.
the Chinese
Oh,
spy
Chinese
balloons.
spy balloons.
Okay, yeah, that's where I was talking with Perry and my mom last night about this. Okay, so before Trump got elected last time, we had balloons, right? They were out there.
Yeah.
All right, Trump's coming back into office again,
No, we have drones.
and then we have drones.
Well, it wasn't. We had the balloon was during the Biden administration. That was
Chinese.
that wasn't that long ago, man. That was only a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was like last year. No, this year.
Was it this year or last year?
Yeah, this year.
It might have
2
been this
Chinese
year, yeah.
balloons. Yeah.
That was just recent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, but still,
You're
like,
referring to the God, I can't remember. There was a major drone issue a couple years before.
yeah, like just here's an idea. How about people stop doing crazy things and let our country heal?
No,
I mean,
no. Why would it? Why
Why
would
would that happen?
stop causing drama and just let people be
Money.
people.
Yeah, money is the way to go, man. I mean,
It's all about money. It's about money and control, man.
I know. I'm just saying, I'd like to be able to wake up one day and be like, oh, hey, the world's not going to.
Well, that's biblical. We can get in that a whole nother
No,
aspect.
we're not having that conversation.
Yeah, we are.
We will have that conversation eventually.
Eventually.
That's going to be a big one. That's a big day.
I'm not looking forward to that. When
Well,
you're
I
ready,
spent the last 4 years studying everything about the Bible.
exactly. I'm completely unprepared for this.
I'll give you some time.
I'm in the peace and love, and everyone should have guns.
That's
Okay.
not why you own guns. That's you.
I can still
Yeah.
say the exact same thing.
Yeah, you
on a
can.
biblical level.
Okay, on a biblical, and I respect
Because you know what the golden rule is, right?
do no harm.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
That means loving your enemies too, bro.
Yep. Love them to death.
Welcome to.
See, Jesus literally tells you to love overall
I get that.
everything.
And I'm
Everyone.
all for that. And I believe that there was a Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm,
Again, we're not gonna go to that.
No, we're not.
Because we don't got time for that. Because I'll
No.
be honest, I gotta hit the road here in a minute. But
Alright.
we'll do that next Friday.
Yeah.
We can get into biblical conversation.
Sweet.
By the way,
Biblical
there is
methods.
another channel that I'm on, which is Roman Ministries. So you guys gotta look that up because that's Bible camping and motorcycles. So.
We should do a topic on old world weapons.
Oh
What do you mean by that?
Ballistas, all
Ballistas, Roman stuff.
that. Catapults,
We should build one.
I have built one.
You know,
I built a ballista.
Wow.
We used garage springs and 4x4, holding that out. Got a metal spike to put in
It'd be
there.
fun to build a catapult.
Yeah,
I've never built a catapult.
we can build a catapult.
Y'all out there in
Stay
YouTube
tuned,
land,
we're going to build a catapult.
y'all out there in YouTube land, we need a lot of likes to build a catapult.
Yeah, please.
And a lot of subscribers.
Do that.
We get enough subscribers, we will build a catapult.
We'll even
Promise you.
fire something from it.
Ah.
Oh, hell yeah. man.
Giant pumpkin. or bigger.
Hmm?
I see where that mind's going. No bowling balls.
Bowling ball.
I was actually going to say something with tannerite.
That's even worse. I don't know if that would work though, because tannerite's a.
You gotta shoot it. You gotta.
It needs a velocity. So.
Yeah.
That's a there's a word for that. I can't.
Yeah,
think
bowling
of it.
balls would be a bad idea.
But all we need is like pine tar, and we could light that on fire.
YouTube channel, remember?
Yeah. Okay. All right. No, never mind.
By the way, don't do this at home, kids.
No.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
As you can see, we did about 30
Wow.
minutes of gunsmithing, and then the rest we just devolved into whatever.
This is the typical day in a gun store.
Yeah.
Very typical. Everyone thinks gun stores were, in our noses and, books reading about gun laws. No, 90% of the time, we're mostly trying to,
It's the modern day barbershop.
It is.
Yeah, the modern day barbershop. A lot of people just go to a gun store to talk. And that's the new normal.
We welcome that.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
We welcome that a lot. Come in, come talk to us. Have a good time.
I was actually telling someone about this earlier. Their customer came in, and I was like, "Yeah, we
Come get stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, we are a modern day barbershop, and it's all about having the community come in, sharing stories and camaraderie.
Like we've got to sit down with Ed, man, because he's here every day.
Every day for like a year, Ed has come in.
2 years.
Like
2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a day. He's a
That's
daily.
dedication now.
Like, he's a fixture here, man.
Yeah.
You know, and
He's
it's literally
our unofficial mascot.
like if you sit there and go to like the old barbershops. Like I know, but I don't know. Your hair's curly enough. You might be able to do this. But when I grew up in the city, you go to the barbershop, man, and there's always the one guy who's there every single day. And he wasn't a barber.
Yeah.
You know? And it was always funny because I was adopted, so my mom's very white, and I'm very, very Spanish, and I have very, very curly hair. So she would take me to a black barbershop, so they would cut my hair. That's one of those things, man. And that's you go into these barbershops, and you have a good time, and that's the... But there's always that old guy. Well, our old guy's Ed.
Our old guy is Ed.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. All right, Ed. There we go.
Back in my day, 1960 something or
Oh,
another.
he doesn't do that. He just mostly says the weirdest things you can possibly
He says some
think
weird.
of.
But then if you sat there and dig into what he's saying,
Oh, yeah.
oh my gosh, it's terrifying.
Ed has told me some stories. Like, wow.
We gotta get Denny in here one day.
Denny's another one.
We're gonna really have to max out the volume for everyone to hear him. But now you wouldn't be terrified by someone who listens to Denny.
We'll put a mic on him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to get some mics.
You want to be scared by someone who listens to Denny. That's a video that we're gonna have to
Edit.
Yeah.
we might have to open a Patreon channel for some of our customers.
We're gonna have to.
They'll get us demonetized within the first 3 words of them talking.
Yeah, it's not because of
It ain't because of language.
Oh.
No, it's just recounting war stories.
Yeah. That is one of the cool things, though, man, is we get to spend a lot of time with vets.
Yeah.
And that's something I love the most because we get to spend time with these vets that have been there.
Yeah, we got a lot of vets in here, a lot of officers.
I've lived it.
About 30 minutes ago, we just actually had a lawyer from the circuit court in here. I mean, he just looked like he had a worst day of his life, but yeah.
Happens.
Yeah.
It does.
We've been here for, we'll take this 2 hours that we've been doing this, give or take.
And then
it'll come down to about 30 or 40 minutes.
Yeah, well, actually, we got about 2 videos right here.
Oh, yeah. We'll just run into.
So let's do the outro. Do you guys want to do hey, goodbye, blah, blah, blah?
Okay, yeah.
Sure. Anyways, that's the end of today's probably first 2 episodes. So yeah, I'll probably just probably edit the hell out of this. But anyways, that's the end of the first episode, and we'll have some closing statements. So
Knox Gun Shop.
yeah. Shit.
If you're in the Stanton, Fishersville, Harrisonburg, Charlottesville area, come to Knox Weapons.
Yeah.
All right. Even if it's just to say hi and sit around and talk for a while, we're always down.
Yeah.
So
Shameless plug.
We're very shameless plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, if you want good deals and everything, come to Knox. We'll go ahead and hook you up. again, that's Nate. Plug yourself again.
I am Pastor Nate. I run another YouTube channel called Roman Ministries. And I'm here on Fridays. I am one of the gunsmiths at Knox.
Yep.
So from me, y'all have a blessed day. And if you guys just want to come in and come hang out with us, come talk to us, you're more than welcome to come by.
Yeah. And, bye. So say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Be safe. Remember, practice good gun safety, too, please.
Yeah, please.
Amen to that.
Yeah, well, sure, you'll do this to yourself.